welcome back. We've actually teamed up with Small Direct Club to share our journey with you all because we have chosen to do our liners together.
We've been doing this for about 5 months now. I think 4 months, 3 to 4 weeks to be exact. I'll actually change mine out on this coming Saturday. I've always wanted a good smile, a better smile, I should say. Growing up, I didn't have much dental resources, so I've always had like this gap here. I had a few teeth, you know, mingling down here, so I kind of wanted to separate that and give them some space and move some stuff forward and switch it up a little bit.
So I asked y'all on Instagram a couple weeks ago about questions you might have had about using Small Direct Club aligners and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to actually use those questions to guide us through this conversation about our aligners.
So thank y'all.
We got a lot of questions, so we're gonna do our best to share with y'all the best ones. Oh my gosh, okay, the first one actually says, I just want to say, I see drastic change in your teeth for 4 months. Wow. Yes, okay, our friends have actually been commenting about how they've really seen a change in our teeth. I think for me, I never really had major teeth issues or like, you know, spacing issues or anything, but definitely like my bottom teeth were crooked versus like my top teeth. And you can't just do one half and not the other. You have to do both. How long did it take before you saw progress?
I would say once I started to like realize it was probably when she realized it for me.
Yeah.
Her compliment made me go in to the mirror, take them off, and like look, like oh.
Yeah.
Then from that point on, which was probably midway through the process, so maybe 2.5, 3 months, then I would start to look every time I put them in. But before like the first 3 months, I was just like, hey, I'm gonna let it work, let it do what it does, and go from there.
Yeah, I definitely noticed his gap close up, I think, before he realized
I don't know why
it.
she gotta say it like that. Like she...
What?
Like, did y'all hear the emphasis on gap? She's like, I realized when his gap.
Listen,
you heard every piece, like
clearly,
the point of her piece.
hold on.
Like, golly.
I'm not mad at your gap that was once there. But I know that that was something that you wanted to work on. That was something that you looked at.
It's just the way you said it. The way you said it.
Clearly, it's a sensitive spot.
No, the way you said it, like you was like his gap, and I'm just like, okay.
That was the most noticeable thing.
The most noticeable thing was down here.
See,
I had a line back there, and yeah.
Okay.
And that's like
all of that is straight now. Does it take a while to get used to them talking, sleeping, etc.?
It took me a bit longer. Maybe because like I was into it, like super into it. Like you can't leave them out for more than 2 hours a day. Like I was like, I'm not leaving mine out for like longer than an hour. It was painful, but in my mind, if it hurts, it's working. But at the same time, I also was working at a corporate job where I had meetings and different things, and like, yeah, people would ask, hey, like, why are you talking that way? And I'm like, oh, I'm wearing the liners out of Small Direct Club. And like, oh, and that was part of the conversation. However, you could definitely see that like something's not the same.
When you first put them in each week, they do feel like you feel them, like they are tight. But by the time you get towards the end of that week or that set, it feels normal. Like we both have our aligners in right now, and it feels so normal. And we're actually we're gonna switch these out at the end of the week that we have in right now because we're on a 2-week set instead of just a 1 week. And so you'll alternate through a 2-week set and a 1-week set throughout your time with the aligners. Do you feel like your bite is off when the aligners are removed?
Honestly, 95% of the time, no. 5% of the time, yes. And when I do feel it, I notice it immediately. Especially if I'm like eating something, like you notice it immediately. So it's not like an issue or a problem or like a thing. But when you feel it, you do feel it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a matter of like, I feel it more when I popped in a new set more than anything else. Like, especially if the new set is super tight and I've worn them like overnight, and then it's like the first meal after wearing them overnight, you can definitely feel like a little bit of a, I don't know, like it doesn't match up kind of thing. But it's nothing that made me feel alarmed or anything, and you just get used to it. I think it's just the whole process of like your teeth are literally moving and you've got to also get used to that. Did you ever have braces as a child? No. Did you?
No, I couldn't afford that. What?
Speaking speaking of afford, that was one of the reasons why we were drawn to Smile Direct Club, because it is a more affordable and approachable aligner company to work with. So for me, I felt that the price point was spot on for me as a regular person wanting to get some aligners. And I think that you start to aligners can be expensive, like they really can be, and I feel like Smile Direct Club is a great alternative if you are, you got student loans, you have bills, you have other things that like you're putting money toward. You got kids, we got kids, okay? So we can't afford to spend $4,000 to $5,000 on aligners for one of us, right? So the price point of Smile Direct Club is a lot easier and approachable for us because we know that we can afford that, and especially with the payment plans and things like that, they're definitely doable. And at the end of the day, worth it because you're still getting the great, results of straighter teeth at the end of the day. The next question is, do you make up for lost time when you don't wear them for 22 hours a day?
No.
No. Yeah. I don't think you need to. I think you just have to do your best. How bad do they hurt? Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10. So like the first time you put the new set in, for those who have braces or have had braces, they actually go in and get them tightened, and they talk about like that pain having your braces tightened. I don't know if it's like to that extent, but like that's the pain I'm talking about. Like when you put a new set in and they start to stretch your teeth immediately, like what? Yeah. Like they hurt. Not only do they hurt during that process, but once you take them out after that to eat or what have you, eat soup, eat ramen noodles, drink a smoothie.
Soft stuff.
I attempted to go to brunch one time with the man, and it wasn't pleasant. Yeah. You steak and eggs with these in, you probably don't want to do. Yeah. Go for the eggs. Right.
Your teeth are definitely a little tender. I would say, so on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say? When you first put the set in.
Day 1, I would say like a 7 or 8.
And then day 2 and on, what would you say?
Well, see, no. It's not like day 2 and on. It's like
whenever
3,
you get
4
over
days
that
of the pain.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. After day 1, it drops. So I would say from a 7 to like a 5. Yeah. And then like right now, they're just there. Like you feel that they're there. So I guess I would give that like a 2. Yeah. But it's not like I can sleep. Yeah. I don't have to, do anything.
On the pain level from 1 to 10, that first day is definitely higher up there. Probably like 5, 6. And once you get over like the first like 24 hours, that first set, it's fine. Like I would say 2-3 days in, I don't even feel anything. They're there and I know that they're there, but they're not causing any sort of pain. I also feel like if you have teeth that are moving more, like for me, really the only area that was, my whole mouth obviously was changing and using the aligners, but really the most movement that had to happen was my front bottom teeth. So I feel like if you have more teeth like in different areas that are misaligned and they're trying, I think it depends on the person. Like whatever your situation is, that pain level is going to be different depending on, what all is having to happen to get you to a straighter smile. So those are all the questions we're going to cover in this video. Definitely comment down below if you have other questions about Smile Direct Club, what our experience has been. Definitely reach out to Smile Direct Club on IG or via DMs or send them an email, however you want to contact them. Let them know of any other questions if you want to test it out. Also, definitely use my code that I'll put on screen here so that you can get $100 off your aligners when you sign up on SmileDirectClub.com. And until next time, we will see you in my next video. Bye.